So, at some point in our healing journey, in our journey of life, there comes a point when taking action is actually the most healing thing that we can do. Sometimes, when we're so focused on healing ourselves or fixing these things about us, we can get really lost because there's not something that's kind of pulling us forward. And the truth is that our healing journey is something that we're going to be on for the rest of our life, and we have the gift of being on that for the rest of our life. So there's no need to rush. There's no need to exclusively focus on all these things that we feel like we have to change or do something about. Sometimes the most healing thing that we can do is actually take action. It can reprogram some thoughts or patterns or beliefs that we might have about ourselves or about how we feel about taking action. Maybe taking action in the past has felt scary. Maybe the ways in which we've done it in the past haven't worked for us and they've burnt us out, or they've caused us harm or others harm, or something that does not feel supportive for you. We can reprogram taking action in a way that actually feels nourishing, that actually moves something forward in our life, and that begins to redefine how we are in relationship with our dreams, with our life, with other people. So, if you're new to tapping, that's what we'll be tapping on today. If you're new to tapping, you can check out some of my earlier videos. I go through what tapping is, why it's important, how it works. And if you do have a situation right now, maybe it's an action that you've been wanting to take for quite some time. Maybe it's something that's new that you're feeling some sort of way about. You can bring that to the forefront of your mind. We are officially in the Lunar New Year. A lot of planets are out of retrograde, so there's energy that's working in our favor to help us gently move us along, maybe move us out of a pattern or a cycle of really deep healing, which I know a lot of us have been on. So go ahead and bring a action or something that you're wanting to move forward. Go ahead and bring that to the forefront of your mind. And if you don't have that, that's fine. Just think about taking action in general and what that might bring up for you. And then go ahead and feel into your body. If you're able to, close your eyes and see what kind of sensations, maybe any images or memories that pop up when you think about taking this action or taking action in general. And then go ahead and rate that on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being like, nah, I don't feel anything at all, 10 being like, this is really intense. We'll come back to that number at the end. And then go ahead and start tapping on the side of the hand, having that image or that thought around taking action in your head. And you can repeat after me either in your head or out loud. And if what I'm saying doesn't resonate for you, please go ahead and use your words. Tapping is always done best when it's intuitive and it's your experience. So tapping on the side of the hand, repeat after me. Even though it hasn't always felt safe for me to take action, I honor my experience. I acknowledge how I feel. And I'm open to releasing any sort of energy I might have around this that's not supportive for me today. And keep tapping on the side of the hand. Even though taking action hasn't always felt safe, it hasn't always felt exciting, and sometimes it even feels scary, I acknowledge all the emotions it might bring up. I acknowledge any sensations that happen in my body. And I'm open and willing to love myself exactly as I am. And the last time on the side of the hand, even though I might feel some sort of way about taking action in my life, maybe it's felt scary, maybe it hasn't felt safe, and maybe it's been easier to procrastinate or not take any action at all. I honor how I feel. I'm open to releasing some of this blocked energy today. And I'm open to loving myself exactly as I am. And go ahead and tap on that eyebrow point, repeating after me. It hasn't always felt safe to take action. It hasn't always felt safe to take action. Sometimes when I think about taking action in my life, I get a sensation in my body. Maybe I get a tingling in my stomach Maybe I get a pounding in my chest. And maybe it's just felt easier to focus on my healing. And as great as healing has been, and as necessary as healing has been in my life, maybe in some ways it's a crutch. Maybe in some ways I've used it as a reason to not take action in my life. And I take a deep breath in here, and I release, moving to the chin, and I offer myself a lot of compassion. I offer myself a lot of love. Because it was a way for me to protect myself. Because while healing is very necessary in my life, moving to the eyebrow point, so is taking action. Moving to the side of the eye. And maybe taking action in the past hasn't been the best for me. Maybe the ways I've taken action have been harmful to myself, or maybe even to others. Maybe I've burnt out. Maybe taking action hasn't led to the outcomes that I've wanted. Or maybe it's just felt really scary. Maybe taking action has meant stepping outside of my comfort zone. And that definitely feels scary. So whatever all of the blocks have been, all of the experiences that maybe have not been the most positive, I give a voice to them. Not to enforce them, but to release them from my body, to release them from my consciousness, to release them from my energy, so that I can clear up these blocks and use that energy to take action in a way that actually feels good for me, that moves my life forward, that helps me go after my dreams. So maybe I can start to think about taking action differently. Maybe I can think about it as a way of healing in itself. And I can assure myself that I don't have to do everything at once. Maybe I can just take baby steps. Maybe I don't have to take giant leaps. But I'm starting to think about this differently. Maybe I'm even starting to get excited about it. Maybe there's an action that I can think of right now that I can take. Or maybe I'm feeling some more freedom about an action that I haven't been able to take yet in the past, from the past. Whatever it is, I give myself permission to feel a new energy around it, so I can move forward. And start having the life that I want to have, doing the things I want to do, and being the person that I want to be. So you can go ahead and stop tapping, take a deep breath in, and release. And then you can go ahead and check in on that number, see if it's gone up, if it's gone down. If you need to do this tapping again, please feel free. Or if some other things popped up as you were tapping, you can tap on your own through those specific things. But hopefully that helped you clear some energy up. Maybe there's just some new actions you can take, and please go take them. The world needs you out there. All right, till next time.